Hi guys, Tania with Temecula Uncorked, episode 52. Today we are going to be talking about whether wine is in fact good for our health or not. So this is Temecula Uncorked, the weekly show where we dig into all things wine country living. We bring you great interviews with local winery owners, local winemakers, and just keep you on the pulse of what's going on in wine country. Coming to you live once a week on Mondays, unless we're doing a special interview. So if you know someone who loves wine country, be sure to invite them to check out this show. If you enjoy it, please give it a little like, make a little comment, go ahead and share this on your page. That is how we get this information out there and share some of the wine country love. Then we also have Wine Country Living, which is the community for all things happening in the Temecula Valley for fun and community events and all of those good things. So definitely, if you are not a member of Wine Country Living, do request to join, and you can stay up to date on all of the happenings in wine country. But today we are going to focus in on wine and whether or not it is in fact good for you. And while talking about that, I'm going to share a little fun snippet. Super excited. I don't know if you have seen Temecula Vibe yet, but it is a local magazine that was introduced to the Temecula market last summer, I believe. And in the fall, I was approached by Katrina, the magazine's editor. She had joined the Wine Country Living Facebook group, enjoyed what was going on there, and asked if I would like to write for the magazine, which was, of course, a wonderful honor, and just made me feel great about the work that's going on and what's happening with the Wine Country Living Facebook group. So I immediately said yes. And the first article is in my hot little hands right here. If you've not checked this out, oh, it's whiting out. Earlier it was not, but Wine for Your Health, Fact or Fiction. That is the first article written by, right there, you got a little yours truly action going on. All right, so little towards the end of the magazine, one page on what we're talking about today, and I'm not going to go through all the little tidbits that I shared in the article, because I want you to go and find it and read it for yourself. And then, by the way, on the page right across right here, which is the back side of where my article is written, there is actually a link where you can go ahead and subscribe to Temecula Vibe as well. So I will put that in the comments for this video. So you can go ahead and subscribe to that, and then the next issue will come directly to your door if you would like to get that, and it is a complimentary magazine. You can also go and pick it up at most of the wineries and a lot of the restaurants and spots around town. So great little resource as well if you like to keep up to date, and this comes out 6 times a year. So I wrote and consulted with a number of locals on the issue of whether wine is good for you or not in this article. And so we kind of dig into that here, and I didn't want to repeat the same information. So there's another little meme. I don't know if you've seen it. It is on the Wine Country Living group, so if you are already over there, you will have seen it. It got a lot of comments and likes and shares, and that is that wine contains 13 essential minerals to life. And so being as it tied into today's topic, I thought, well, gee, does wine in fact contain those essential minerals and such for life? Sounds really great, and I really want it to be true, because I love to enjoy a glass of wine at the end of the day, and anything that helps support that seems like a good thing. But as I point out in the article, hey, they were telling us smoking was good for our health not that long ago. So where do we find the truth in that? So I dug around, and the 13 essential minerals that they are referring to when they talk about, excuse me, I got a stray hair, you probably couldn't see it, but I could feel it on my forehead, that they are talking about in that meme and in that cycle that's going around the internet would be chlorine, which without which we could not produce any stomach acid. essential for producing stomach acid. Potassium, which is found in electrolyte foods. And, you know, if you get a muscle cramp, your mom will always say, oh, go get a banana, potatoes. And sodium is essential as well. We don't need a ton, obviously. For most Americans, too much sodium is more of an issue than not enough, but it is essential. And calcium is another essential mineral. Helps build our bones, of course. Phosphorus. I'm reading through my list because the memory for this, when the internet is right here in my hot little hands, is too tempting. And I didn't want to miss one. So we've got phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, iron, manganese, copper, iodine, and selenium, and molybdenum. And that is the mineral that helps us catalyze oxygen that we need to breathe. So all of these minerals are essential to life. So funny. I am doing the video tonight with a ring light, and sorry I'm getting distracted, but I'm seeing the light fade in the background, and it was a little bit later today due to just crazy schedule today. So I'm seeing the light and the twilight. Yeah, we can still do this video, kind of funny, but I have not done this in the dark like this before. So watching the twilight come to life behind me, and the dogs barking next door. Oh, wow. So those are the 13 essential minerals. So how does that tie into the wine that we drink and how much is present? And for that, I have both good news and bad news. So the good news is that actually all of those 13 minerals are present in wine. The bad news is, for the most part, you would actually have to consume quite a bit of wine to get all of them. So it certainly is contributing to some of these minerals, but not providing the full amount that we necessarily need. And hey, we already checked off that most of us are getting plenty of sodium. I know I sure must be in the French fries that I eat. So we're covered most likely on the sodium, and the other types that we need would be, so the one that does have, the mineral that does have the most, the highest concentration is manganese. It is typically found, it is a significant amount, and a man requires 2.3 milligrams of manganese a day. Females need 1.8 milligrams, and a 5-ounce glass of red wine will typically have 0.2 milligrams, which would be 9 to 11% of your daily required amount. So enough to be significant, again, not to provide all of it, but the other minerals are going to be less than 10% of the recommended amount. So I don't know if that's great news or not. The meme is true. The wine does contain all of those minerals, but it is not necessarily going to contain enough. Let's just call it a contributing factor, shall we? And continue with that. Anyhow, so that was my plan for today, was to discuss some of these health benefits, tease a little bit about the magazine article. I hope you guys take time to go and check it out, and check out the rest of the magazine too. It is a great little magazine. Love what she's doing there over at Temecula Vibe. Super excited to be a part of that. The next issue is going to be coming out in 2 months, I think. My deadline for that is February 1st, so I have to start getting that all prepped and written. And I'm super excited. New year, we'll have some more great episodes coming out. For Wine Country Living, the Wine Country Living Social Club, which we are no longer just doing on Wednesdays. And last year we were doing those only on Wednesdays. The first one is set for this month. We are going to be down at Fazeli, Fazeli Cellars, on a Sunday afternoon. I believe it is the 29th. reconfirm that in the group, and I will make sure to go ahead and put that in the show notes as well, so you can see them either above or below the show. If you're going to be coming out to that, give a little love, a little heart, that we'll see you there. And then I think actually February's event, I'm still working on finalizing the details on that, but I also think it is going to be a Sunday meetup, social get together as well. And I'm super excited if I can pull this one together. It is going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure it's going to be a big highlight. So excited about that. Also got Bunko coming up, I believe. When is that? Is that this weekend? That is this Friday night. We've got Bunko Friday night out in wine country. If you are interested in playing and can't join us Friday, definitely send me a PM. I'll get you the link to sign up for the interest form. We do have room for more players, and we are meeting once a month on Fridays. If you want to join the Bunko Fun, definitely sign up for that. And also in the comments and the links, once a week we go out with a newsletter that shares this video and just whatever other wine country related things are going on. There's always a link. The Facebook group has a page, and that page allows me to organize all the different events that I find in town, and that's kind of the go-to spot. But I'm not going to lie, on Facebook it's a little bit tricky to find it. I have it pinned as an announcement in the group, but a lot of times I think people miss that. And on the page you kind of have to go through the tabs, so it's a little bit cumbersome. So that comes to your inbox once a week. It has been on hiatus over the holidays, but that will pick up again this week. We're just now getting back into the swing of the new year after the holiday hiatus. Need to take a little production break sometimes. So super excited about Temecula Vibe. We've got Bunko coming up. We've got the social club meeting up at the end at Vizzelli, and fun stuff to look forward to in February as well. I believe, barring any other pressing news coming up, or one or two of the interviews that I've got floating around trying to get coordinated, that we will be talking next week about wine country movies and your favorite wine country movies to get you in the kind of mood for coming out for your wine country adventure. So that is going to be a lot of fun to talk about. I'm going to finalize my research on that, but barring any interviews getting slotted in and bumping that another week or so, that is what we will be talking about next week. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic week, and hope you check out the article. Can't wait to read your comments and see if you agree with me, disagree with me, whatever your thoughts are. Definitely be sure to share them. And also, if you have a topic that you want me to cover on wine country living or in Temecula Uncorked, please reach out to me. That is where I get a lot of my ideas. People will send me questions, and that will often inspire my next conversation, the next episode of Temecula Uncorked. So definitely know that I do read those and take those into account. And lastly, this show is sponsored by my real estate business. I am by profession and by trade a realtor, and so if you do know someone buying or selling, an expert in the market looking to move to the area, definitely send them my way. I will take excellent care of them, and that is the business that allows me to take care of my family and continue to bring this great information to the community and share it. So thank you guys so much. Have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.